the breaking news is that he's been charged with third-degree home invasion, stalking, and breaking and entering, or entering without breaking. He was detained by police in Saline, Michigan, hours after he was fired for cause by Michigan after the school said it found evidence of an inappropriate relationship with the staffer. So he's been officially charged. That is the situation right now, and it's just incredibly, incredibly sad. And we're learning more and more. You're seeing pictures of his wife. You're seeing pictures of the alleged mistress. You're hearing about him. And the question that repeatedly has been asked is, stupid, stupid, stupid. How do people find themselves in this position? How do men find themselves in this position? Ladies and gentlemen, sex is undefeated. Somebody got to say it, so I'm going to say it. Sex is undefeated. I can't tell you how many times we find ourselves looking at precarious, insane, utterly ridiculous positions that men find themselves in, and almost always it's over a woman. And that's not to blame the woman and blaming the guy. I'm just saying that almost always it's been that way. Sex is undefeated, absolutely, when people find themselves in those positions. But I know countless men smart enough to avoid them because it ain't worth what they have. It ain't worth losing what they have. It's unfortunate because he had a $14 million buyout. That goes away. He was earning about $5.6 million in salary. That goes away. We can lament how stupid, how idiotic it is for him to find himself in this situation, to blow his whole career and all of that stuff. But when you hear thoughts of suicide or whatever, the incompassionate or the skeptic amongst us will sit up there and say that's a way to garner sympathy and gain attention sympathetically and empathetically because you don't want to deal with the noise that you've created because of your immature and irresponsible actions. My thing is that once you heard the word suicide and whatever, and somebody's contemplating taking their own life and potentially that of somebody else, you get very, very worried. And the most important thing is reminding him that, you know what, you're 39 years of age. You've got a life to live. I don't think he'll ever get a head coaching job again. And I certainly don't think that, even as an offensive coordinator, he'll get a job at a big time university. I think these kind of activities ultimately come back to haunt you. Now, Rick Pitino, he's resurrected his career. Bobby Petrino, not necessarily, I don't know what he's doing these days, but it is what it is. That's the situation that Sherrone Moore is in. He's been charged, and it's just sad. Right now, I'm thinking about the kids, and I'm thinking about the fact that, they're going to need their daddy, and somehow, some way, he's going to have to find a way to resurrect himself. And if not resurrect his career in football, resurrect his life.